Hello everyone, and I want to welcome you back to the Musk Knights YouTube channel, here to talk about the latest regarding the Musk Knights project. And in this video today, we're going to be talking more about the token economics. So for those who are actually interested in the actual economics of the project, this is the video that you definitely need to see. We're going to be going into it. We're going to go straight into it. I'm talking about what KNT is, what BKNT is, how to submit proposals, how to be a knight, different parts of the projects for those who are very interested in knowing. So firstly, we're going to go straight into, as you already know, what the Musk Knights DAO is all about. It's all about dismantling centralized control. It's all about providing funding and startup teams for riders pursuing the same goals. But now it goes into a bit more detail into where the investment is actually going to go, because that's something that I'm sure many people will actually want to know. It says that these proposals made for investment requests, they need to meet all or most of the following criteria for the agreement. So the proposal needs to be for a request that is against centralization, an Elon Musk related project, a project that furthers decentralization, or a project that promotes Web3 development. So as you can see here, it further kind of illustrates the point of what the Musk Knights DAO is all about. It's all about promoting Web3. It's all about destroying centralization and promoting decentralization, because all the power needs to be in the holders. All the power needs to be in the investors. And that is what this DAO is all about. And that is what they aim to do, and they will do as the project goes further on. It mentioned that there's 100 Knight pledges. So there's 100 holders of the NFTs, the Knight pledges, and they're called gentlemen. These people are able to submit proposals to the DAO but cannot influence the vote. Any KNT pledger other than a gentleman can vote. Voting is based on the token shares. So I'll go into a bit more insight into what KNT actually is, but I'm sure you can understand these are essentially people that hold the Knight pledges or the NFTs. The DAO can then vote on whether they think the investment should be awarded. There's also a burning mechanism that can be used as an incentive. For every 50 ETH of KNT raised, 5 ETH are burned and 45 ETH goes into investment agreement or causes. The investment tokens are reallocated according to the proposal, and the entire allocation is exchanged for KNT tokens at an agreed payout rate. 50% of the Knight is immediately sent to the destruction wallet. The other 45% is distributed to the warrior, the KNT holder, and 5% to the gentleman, the NFT holder. So that's a bit more insight into what where the investment is going. A bit more insight into where the allocation of funds are going to be distributed for those that want to know. But now we'll go a bit more insight into what KNT is and also what BKNT is. So we're going to go into it. So for those who want to know what a KNT is the DAO community's governance token Knight and the base tool for the Musk Knights Club to distribute benefits to manage community members, and can be traded on a decentralized exchange, incurring a 1% fee per transaction. So that's essentially the base token that allows you to get the benefits, trade on the exchange, etc. But now the BKNT, that's a typo, but the BKNT, simply a working token for KNT. When you pledge KNT to the DAO, you will receive BKNT, which can be exchanged at any time for the amount of the KNT you originally pledged, as well as any rewards given to the DAO during the time period you have BKNT affected. So essentially, when you hold the NFT, you will be able to it gives you essentially access to the benefits of the community members, and it will allow you to be able to trade KNT on a decentralized exchange. So a BKNT, how do I get BKNT? It's not transferable and cannot be acquired by any means other than pledging KNT. You can check the balance in your wallet by adding the BKNT contract address. So now who can propose? So in the DAO, the only way to submit a proposal to the DAO is by the help of a gentleman. So essentially somebody that holds an NFT. Only they can submit proposals unless you are a gentleman with an NFT yourself. So as mentioned, the only way you'll actually be able to submit proposals to the DAO is by holding an NFT, which will make you a gentleman. And that's essentially it. As mentioned, the only way to get into the DAO is to be a member. The only way you can be a member is to get an NFT. So for people that want to get into the DAO, you know what you need to do. When the mint starts, there will be information about that soon. You get your NFT, and that will allow you to be involved in everything that goes on with the DAO. So now, what is included in the proposal? So the project name, investee agreement, whether there's a direct or indirect relationship with Elon Musk, token economics, an audit of tokens, and a burning and a distribution plan. Not really much that needs to be discussed about that. How to submit a proposal. You must access a pledge app, which will be on your desktop on app.night, and click on the proposal option at the top. So there were going to be a bit more insight into that later on in a later video, but that's just giving you a bit more insight into how to submit a proposal. So now, how to be a knight. After the end of the public offering, members with a casting whitelist can access the NFT Mint platform on the Musk Knights Club website to cast their own NFT, which will be limited to 100 as mentioned at the beginning, and the cost of the Mint NFT will flow to the DAO treasury, of which 50% will be bought back to destroy KNT and 50% as community marketing costs. So as I mentioned, so essentially when you invest in NFT, the money goes in, or the funds go into the DAO treasury. 50% is going to be bought back to destroy the KNT, and 50% will be included as community marketing costs. So that is essentially the token economics. It says, why should you buy KNT? Because essentially, as it mentions here, staking KNT is the basis of the entire agreement. When a project proposal is successful, 50% of the project's grant to the DAO will be repurchased for destruction tokens, as mentioned. The more active the warrior is, the higher the community participation in voting on good proposals, and the more rewards will be eventually sent to the pledger, and the higher the price the tokens will be. So essentially, the more you buy KNT, the more you'll be able to be involved in the community, the more you'll be able to vote on good proposals. And obviously, as we vote on good proposals, we get the benefits of that, or the people that have participated in investing in the proposals will of course get the benefits of those good proposals, and essentially that will allow more rewards to be sent to the investor, and of course it raises the price of the tokens because it has more value, because it has invested in good proposals. It just makes sense. The difference between the gentleman NFT and the DAO community NFT. The gentleman NFT is a symbol of the nightclub identity. It has the rights and the interest of user transactions limited to 100, but the community NFT is later uploaded to the DAO community by members of the community themselves after review. That is essentially more or less everything you need to know regarding the token economics. In this video, I just wanted to give a bit more insight into what the actual token economics are about, so people that want to understand. But it's all straightforward. You definitely want to be invested in this project once the mint begins, because you want in on many of these exciting proposals that will be voted on. And the only way to be able to vote is by getting yourself into the DAO, which means you have to mint these NFTs. That is the only way you're going to be able to do it. So I trust you stay tuned, because there's going to be more information in regards to how you can mint a Musk Knights NFT. But regardless, you want to be involved in this project right now. You want to get in early. So please make sure you subscribe to this channel for more content. And you want to make sure you visit the Musk Knight website, because that has everything you need to know regarding the project as a whole. So make sure you visit it, www.musknights.com, and make sure you get involved with the Discord. Follow the project on Twitter, and as mentioned, make sure you subscribe. Make sure if you have any questions, make sure you comment on this video or any other video on this channel, and we will do our best to answer it. But thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. I will be back with more content. Thank you for joining me here. Enjoy the rest of your day, people.